Title: My skill is to copy the abilities of others. Manhwa. At the beginning we see frightened people looking up. After that, our hero is shown. His name is Yitian. He wakes up and realizes that he has awakened a talent. After that, they tell the story of the world. 100 years ago, many spatial portals opened on Earth. Monsters have invaded the planet, threatening the survival of the human species, but spatial energy has helped people gain talents. Because of this, humanity has headed into the era of talents. After that, a sister enters the room asking about her brother's talent. His talent is of a low level, which is why he believes that he will not become anyone in life. He wants to become a warrior in order to protect his sister. The brother deceives the girl, saying that the talent is excellent and he will become the strongest warrior. He opens the status window of sister Yeon. She has a talent for freezing. After opening his status window, Yeon grabs his hand, and he has the choice to copy the talent. The guy decides to refuse because the girl is his sister. After that, we are shown 2 photos on the wall. These are their parents who died. Yitian decides to test his ability and goes outside. The search radius is about 3 meters. He doesn't see any good talents, so he decides to apply to the academy, namely the 5th Lin High Academy. He comes there. In order to become a student, you need to undergo physical training. Almost all the students got in, and Sensei says to take an example from a certain Chendong. Yitian asks his friend Zhang Bao about Chendong. He became a student in half a month and is now being taught by the head of the academy. Afterward, the crowd notices Chendong and surround him with requests for an autograph. He has an average level of talent for improvement, and the hero decides to come up and say hello to him. The hero asks permission to shake hands, and after shaking hands he managed to copy. Yitian is sitting alone in some cave. The status window asks about the start of the merger. He agrees. It goes through hellishly painful, but after the merger is over, he thinks it was worth it. But his talent has a recharge time of 30 days. He gets the exercise shown by the teacher on the first attempt. He had a goal to become a great warrior. A month later, Yitian is walking along the road. A father and daughter are walking next to him and talking, but the father is attacked by a monster. People panic and run away. Yitian saw the monster for the first time. He wanted to attack the girl, but Yitian manages to save her. After the monster is attacked by a man who breaks part of the road surface with a sword blow. He apologizes for the delay. The hero asks his name. The man's name is Captain Windwolf. I will continue to call him Captain. He says to leave the Silver Moon Wolf for him, and Yitian must protect the girl. The captain rushes to the attack, and Yitian closes the girl's eyes so that she would not see the battle. The wolf is very nimble, but the captain has support, and they attack the wolf as a team. They wound the wolf, but he survives and changes color from silver to red. This is called the state of a bloody outbreak, and starts to run away, but the captain's team has an archer who stops the wolf from escaping. Yitian is surprised by the fact that his monster status window has opened. At the moment when the heroes are distracted, the monster starts to get up, but they are warned, and they manage to disperse. The captain orders Yitian to leave with the girl, as it has become unsafe, but the hero does not listen to him, and stands still. He very abruptly starts running at the monster, and hits him. He copied his talents. He continues to beat the monster, but the captain stops him, saying that the monster is already dead. The captain says we need to clean everything up, namely, the carcass of a wolf and a man. And he asks the archer to take care of the girl. The captain thanks our hero, and says that he will be glad to see him in the squad. When he becomes a warrior, Yitian washes his hands, not wanting to show Yiyu in this form. Then he goes into the house. My sister is already asleep. The hero begins to reason, and comes to the conclusion that seeing monsters live is hundreds of times worse than listening to stories about them. He covers his sister with a blanket, saying that for her sake he must become a warrior as soon as possible. He thinks whether the talents of monsters can merge with a person, and comes to the conclusion that it will be more painful, and possibly life-threatening. But because of the desire to become stronger in order to protect loved ones, he decides to do this. In advance, he put a rag in his mouth so as not to wake his sister with screams. Copying the talent for speed has begun. The pain from this is comparable to the feeling that the bones are cracking one after another. His leg just broke. Because of this, he believes that the copying failed, and he is finished. But in the morning he wakes up and is surprised that he is still alive. The leg is in place, and in addition to this, the body has become as thin as a feather. The copying was successful. In the grove behind the academy, Yutian is testing his abilities. He believes that he is comparable to a warrior in speed, but he lacks strength. Because of this, the hero decides to find a way to improve faster, but his thoughts are distracted by a friend who was looking for him throughout the academy but could not. Zhang Bao talks about the way to become stronger, to drink the blood of a monster, and tells about the way to get it. The leadership of Linhai has established a zone outside the city, which is used for the examination of 5 academies. The main prize for the change is the monster's blood. Yutian is interested about the level. His friend says that he is low, for the reason that the animals living there were destroyed long ago, and only their subspecies, monsters, remained. Yutian believes that it is possible to try for this. His friend offers to join his team, but he refuses, saying that he will join next time. Yutian does this for the reason that he will be in trouble if he reveals his abilities. A month later, at the 5th Academy, Yutian came to the director's office, where he was told that if he had not been sent an invitation, then he did not need to come to register. The hero says that he is a student and already has every right to enroll. But the director says he just wanted them to live a little longer. After that, it issues a denial of the claim in case of death. To participate, you need to sign this paper. And if he is afraid to die, he can simply fail. Yutian comes out with a smile, and on the table we see a piece of paper with his painting. The director says that this is not an ordinary exam. Yun wants to wake up his brother, but notices a lot of cooked food and a note that he will return from the event in 3 days. She hopes that everything will be fine with her brother. Then they show us the destroyed city. This is the place of the event. Yutian is surprised by the number of people. Other participants pay attention to them and call them worthless. One of them is Moshe Abe, the genius of the first academy. In his family, he is the strongest of the younger generation. A guy with a sword walks towards them and threatens Moshe Abe, but he refuses because he has already defeated him 10 times. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, put a like and subscribe to the channel. If we get 1000 likes, then a sequel will be released. I hope for your activity. Thanks and good luck.